Okay, buddy checks and then we'll talk about it.
Alright, BCD. And I've added dry suit to the BCD check for myself, because otherwise
honestly, I've started calling it buoyancy.
That's fine. I've been calling it BC double D for dry suit.
Yeah.
Okay. Burgers with weights.
Weights.
So I've got weights on both of my sides and on my straps and in my trim pocket. None of them are removable.
I only have weights on my sides. Giant orange pull tabs, can't miss them.
That's your only weights? Good
Yeah.
for you. Cool. Releases, we're driving the same thing, single webbing, so we'll get cut out.
Yep, same here.
Cool. Air, I have 3,400, Nitrox 31.
Alright, I've got 3,300, Nitrox 31.
Alright.
I'm on an HP 120.
I'm on an HP 117. Where'd you get a 120?
That's Peter. Yeah, he's the one who finds all the weird tank sizes.
Oh, dang. Hell yeah. Cool. And then final check. Fins, mask.
I have no idea what that's supposed to entail.
You feeling ready to dive?
Alright.
Cool. Oh, we should probably do light checks too.
Yeah. I have 2 backup lights. I'm just going to check my primary.
2 backups. Hell yeah, man.
That's pretty great. Alright.
Did you want to do the buoy swim, or did you want to do the buoy down to I-beams, or the normal way, the normal way?
Okay, so the question I have for you guys is, do you want to go directly to the I-beams, or since we're all on nitrox, do you want to do something I haven't done before, which is go down the buoy line, so we're probably going to descend at the far buoy, attempt to locate a thin line at about 60 to 80 feet, and follow that to the I-beams.
What if we will not find that line?
Then if we don't find it, we'll probably just follow the bottom at 80 feet until we get to the I-beams. This is only possible because we're on nitrox, otherwise we wouldn't have enough bottom time. Up to you guys.
I would like to explore more on I-beams, personally.
Okay, you want to just go straight to it?
Yes, but you guys tell me.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I know that I'm okay with whatever we have, so as long as we turn it around half.
I'm fine either way. Let's just go straight to it then. So we'll drop at the buoy.
Hey, Chris.
I think it's probably makes the most sense just to do what we know and love, and then go for the next one later.
Sure.
I think,
yeah. Alright, so we'll drop at the I-beams. We'll drop at the buoy, consolidate, go down the deep line to the I-beams. We'll probably hang out there for 5 to 10 minutes. We're not going to turn around immediately. Reason being, we're all on nitrox, so we actually have bottom time. So we can check that out for a little bit. I'd say once we get there, look at your dive computer, add 5 minutes of that time, and that's going to be our turn time. Does that sound good to you guys?
Yep. What are you saying, like?
So as soon as we reach the I-beams, the end of it, look at your dive computer, T plus 5 minutes is when we're going to start heading back.
Okay.
And I'll signal you guys when it's time to start heading back too. I'll make sure everyone's going up with me.
Yep. It'll be 5 or half, right? Halfway. On our pressure.
Yeah, if anyone gets the 5 minutes ND, I'll get my attention and just point at your dive computer back up to this line.
yep. Or
Simple
half
enough. Yeah, half tank would be half tank, turn the dive. I doubt we're going, well, we might get the half tank as we're coming back. So after we're done at the deep line and we come back up, I'm going to ask everyone what their air is. Depending on how much air we have, we're either going to go look at the honey bear, or we're going to go right along kind of probably around 50 feet until we reach the buoy line, and we're going to follow that up and do a safety stop. If we go to the honey bear, we'll look at the honey bear, and we'll come back at around 40 feet up the buoy line, safety stop, and then exit.
Okay, what pressure we plan to get out
What pressure?
Yeah, what pressure deflection torque? Say.
We should be getting out somewhere between 1,000 and 1,200.
Okay, that's cool.
If you get below 800, let me know, because we're probably gonna want to do an open water safety stop in the descent at that point, depending on where we are. If we're close to the shore, I might just finish the dive, but I'll kind of make a call on that depending on what the situation is.
So if we hit 8 or 900, we're gonna let the team leader know. Okay.
And let me know when you get to half tank, or wherever we are in the dive. Just get my attention. Half tank is kind of hard to do underwater with a light, so get my attention. Get my attention, either pointing your dive computer or your SPG, and then do this. We'll consider that half tank for single-handed. You guys all got that?
Yep.
You got that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool.
I'll let you know when we're at half tank.
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
Sounds good. Let's go.
500 is reserved. If anyone hits 500 at any point, like, get with your buddy, and you're immediately doing an ascent.
As far as buddies go, I was going to be buddies with Oleg and then Andrew and Chris, if you guys
Sure.
good with that.
That works for me.
All right. You guys can just kind of trail behind us, like maybe
Okay.
two or three diver lengths. Just you don't want to be right on top of us, but you should still be able to signal us with your lights. All right, you can just be on my left and my right.
Is that you?
No?
Yeah, I just felt something.
Hello, okay. Andrew, I'm behind you. Sorry about that.
The moment you told me that was when I decided to start swimming harder.
Yeah, sorry, I don't see the direction.
That's fine. Trying to spot the buoy. Oh, there it is. Okay, I see it. It's so dark you can barely see the buoy.
Yeah, I cannot see.
It's like it's between us and the giant barge in the middle of the bay. That's why we can't see it. All right.
Do you have a preference for which side you want me to be on?
Up to you.
Okay.
Whichever side's easier. Just try and stay in line with me, so not like behind me.
Yeah.
Although that matters a lot less at night because we have lights, but still.
No, I'll definitely be right up close to you.
Yeah. Trying to make the buoy easier for them to see.
That's nice of you. It was hard to see when we were coming out here.
Yeah, because it was literally between us and that barge.
Yeah.
So it wasn't silhouetting.
Wow, Viz looks pretty bad up top.
Yeah, that's pretty normal around here. But yeah, I haven't done enough diving since I got back from my trip to like really truly be back in the groove as it is.
Yeah, I was on a vacation where I didn't do any diving, so this is my first dive in like...
I heard half of that.
It's my first dive in a week and a half.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I'm also kind of feeling a little rusty.
Yeah. Well, at least this is a pretty simple dive, so it's not like we're doing anything technically difficult.
No, not at all. It's a comfy dive too.
Yeah.
You see the bioluminescence?
What is that?
Like sparkles, like bioluminescence. Just put your turn off your flashlight, put your mask down, and move your hand.
Hold on.
Oh yeah.
Pretty cool, huh?
What'd you say?
Move your hand.
Put your head down.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Okay, get this
Huh.
for a second. Good to go.
Yeah, let's catch a breath.
All right, Viz might be bad, so make sure you guys stay in contact, well, at least visual contact with the line as you're going down so we don't get separated. It hopefully will be better on the bottom, but it looks like it might be like 5 to 10 feet on the surface.
Oh, for you? Wow.
Wish I had a pee valve.
Yeah. Although that being said, even if you did have one, getting it set up for use is not fun.
I've heard it's just such a hassle.
Yeah.
So yeah, lights on.
Okay.
Oh, look at that light. Andrew, that's nice.
Yeah.
I found I can't even use these lights as backup lights because they're not twist. The backup lights need to be twist lights.
Well, the nice thing about this is it's got a handle.
Yep.
That's really what distinguishes a primary light from a backup light. And of course I can switch hands if I need to.
Yeah, it's I mean, is it easy for you to get your BCD inflated, deflated with that?
Well, that's why it's nice. I can just grab it like this
Yeah.
and do what I need to.
Maybe let's go.
Okay. Good to go. Good. We'll see you down there. We'll go and make sure we're okay.
Okay.
You guys good?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. See you down there.
All right.
Good?
Yeah. That is the most octopuses I've ever seen in one day.
Yeah, that was, what, 3? 4?
Yeah, we saw like freaking 4
Yeah.
or 5. And you literally spotted every single one of them.
Well, I had the advantage of your light, dude. That light, like, my light was a joke compared to that light. I'm so jealous. I'm gonna buy a light.
It was a very good light.
It's a very
You know what the funniest part is? I forgot to charge this last time. The light has gone from blue to green. Not red yet.
Do you know how many hours it'll do at full power?
I have no idea, but it's at least 4 hours.